Hello. Hi. Another season on Experience Luchi podcast EWL. Don't forget that this podcast is a platform for you to be expressive and a reality check. And the theme for this season is Unscripted, a brand new 50 Tuesday series. I am super excited, I am super hyped and totally grateful.
Hello, what's up? It's season three, baby. We just arrived, baby. Hello, guys. So we are in the studio, and it took a lot, but finally, season three is here and back. So as usual, as we dey go, we'll be upgrading the studio. But for now, guys, you will not believe what happened. But I don't want to bore you guys with the juice. We had some renovations. We got some new lights. Um, I got this from my friend, please fertilizer. Soma's Interiors, Decors and Fittings. She'll be on Instagram soon. So we got the chair from Ambassador. Guys, this thing that is here is just so that we can do something. Because we already had a date as usual. You know, guys, I don't like procrastination. But I try not to procrastinate. We got a camera that refused to work for this episode for some reasons. Um, you guys would think this is a vlog, but it's not a vlog. As usual, it's our trailer episode. And baby girl is just grateful. And what is season three going to entail, guys? It's season three, and the theme for the podcast is unscripted. Unscripted means that we are not striving towards perfection. We are not striving to come here and it's like boom. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you season three, and like I said, we're still under works for the studio space. But for some reasons, I really wanted to start February because that has been our custom. And like I said, if there's anything I have learned over the years or over the few months I have not been on your faces, is the goal is not perfection. I have gotten a lot of things achieved by doing it in small, small pieces. She'll get. So I actually have an itinerary for you guys. If there's anything I prepared for this, I prepared a lot for this season, and that's why it's taking a lot of time to get everywhere ready. Everyone is still like was trying to put piece on piece together. For the itinerary I have for you guys, I'm going to try to bring some guesses. I'm going to try. Is there anything that I bring some guesses?
What's this? There was a pause. I would love to have that conversation because I feel like it was difficult to do so in the front of others. The obvious truth is that I love speaking to the camera, and at the same time, I am a really shy person. A lot do not agree with this. I do have the best conversations with myself. I believe so, but I would love to have a lot of guests on this season. That was what I was trying to say.
But give I say when I get some things wrong for the first and second episode where you thought that this girl is speaking like someone that had it all figured out. I just realized that I have not seen a percent of what I've seen now in the previous seasons. So the more reason why I titled this season Unscripted is you're just going to get the real me. Like there is no perfect host out there, and we're just going to have conversations. I'm also going to be reviewing a lot of reality TV shows, a lot of movies, a lot of like everything that makes Oluchi, the experience and everything. I am yet again reminded why I wanted to have a podcast, and it's just to have conversations so that people understand that no matter what you go through, you get person who don't go through the same thing. So we just have to forge ahead regardless of what it be. Is experience with Luchi. That is not the whole package, but this is what we are starting with. And I implore you guys to please go and subscribe to all platform. We are now on TikTok. Like we are actually on TikTok. I actually turned my main account to a TikTok page for Experience with Luchi. So it's EWL podcast on TikTok. On Instagram, EWL underscore podcast. Across all social media, you know me, I would like to keep it simple. On X, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, it's Olochi Metezi. Um, guys, I don't know what it's going to be, but I really do want like to create an impact more or less as I share my experience, as I also share my experience, and it's just conversations, guys. It's just experience And
Conversation became the rhythm of this episode. This is what I was trying to say again. I do want to have conversations, and I believe we do have our own experience. So let us join in on every conversation and episode this season to share our own experience.
what again do we have for you guys? I want to call out brands as a person that wants to go into content creation. I hope to work with a lot of brands this year. Um, Stream my podcast on Spotify, on Apple, on YouTube at Experience with Luchi Podcast. Guys, I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget, the God is love, love is God. Have an amazing week.
Finally, it is what it is, and we are back with me. Sorry, I had to do that. Bye.